actually start the stream, I think.
I did.
So it's some kind of thumbnail.
Okay.
Should set a thumbnail. To do it on there.
While I'm going.
You can. You have to get a picture.
We do it after.
You at least change the title.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, all kinds of adjusting. Adjusting done. I am recording on my phone, but I have the computer open so that I could see if somebody actually did get on the chat. I could actually see the chat today. So I'm taking a break from loading or unloading the moving truck. That's what's blocking the pretty view out here is the big truck outside. And that was loud, sorry. So yeah, okay. I'm hot, I'm tired. I wanted to get on here today. I haven't had a chance to pre-record. I thought about doing that. Now I'm distracting myself because there's a delay in the video on the computer. So I'm seeing myself do things after. I feel very unorganized at the moment. And on top of all that, I've got poison ivy. My son likes to inform me that it was self-inflicted. I decided to do some gardening a couple days ago, and I knew there was poison ivy growing out there, and it's been sticking. I could see some of the stuff sticking up. It's at the more dormant stage right now, and I thought I was taking good precautions, but you know, still ended up with it. I was trying to pull it out at the roots, get rid of as much of it as I could. I did have a couple exposed areas. I had about this much at my ankle that was exposed. And then I had on a tank top, so that area is exposed. But I had gloves, I had sleeves that came up to here, and I was trying to be really careful. I was making sure that all of the poison ivy I pulled up was going to end up going into the garbage and away from everybody else, and I wouldn't let anybody touch anything when they came near me. But as I started pulling up roots, they would fling around and they would hit me, and they hit the places on my ankle, and they hit the places up here, and they hit places here. And I now have poison ivy around the bottom of my legs. I have it under my arm, the top of my arm, and even in places where I was completely covered. And more keeps showing up every day. And I have it across here in a couple of places. And bonus, right there on my forehead, and right here on my face. I know how I got on my forehead. I kept doing this to like dab at sweat, and after I would do it, I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. So yeah, I self-inflicted, you know. I was the one who decided to go out there, but it needed to be done. It needed to be done now before it all started to really come into season in the spring. So hopefully I got enough of it out to at least try and keep control of it, because this was like literally right here at the front of our house. By the way, I'm sitting in this little nook area in our bedroom. But right out here, there's a, you know, comes around the edge of the house, and that's where I kept seeing the most of it. But I know there's some around in other areas, so I have to keep an eye on it and not go as crazy on it that I did this time. Yeah, so that's fun. More keeps showing up every day, and I know that it can last a while. So I'm just hoping that I don't end up with any in my eyes, because